Well done, Johnny. But
Belted off the crossbar, yes. Again, it's menacing. Goes for the point. And that, I think, is just about that.
what was the hardest bit? That you were 6 yards out when you hit the crossbar, or that the goalkeeper was still there?
See, the goals were flat that time. They're not circular. You're a big change.
He's no chance. Well, of course, we're not forgetting that Roscommon have had their winning days out at Croke Park as well. Could this be another one? Watching today's action were Kevin and Marty Morrissey.
And certainly in Dublin city centre and around Jones's Road, everybody seemed to be dressed in yellow and blue. I don't know if there's anybody in Roscommon at the moment. We hope you're watching the Sunday game, because everybody seems to be in the capital. And every cheer, certainly, that you hear, I think, in this particular game will be coming from the province of Connacht. Here's Aidan Walsh, already posing problems, coming through the centre, down inside the 20-metre line. He's brought to ground. That's a free, dead straight in front of the post. Great surging run by Walsh. Fully focused Daniel Goulding going to take this. He's already scored a goal and 24 points in the championship. This is a simple tap over for him. Jeffrey Claffey's kick out. Comes down for his Cathal Craig. His work rate really impressed me in Castlebar in that match against Sligo. John Rogers leaving it behind him, but it is a Roscommon ball. Some people in Roscommon will say he's more of a defender than a corner forward. Perhaps that's reflected in the scoring charts, where Donald Shine is clearly top scorer. That's a pretty good effort. That's a fantastic point. The name is David O'Gara. And yes, he is a wonderful footballer. He was the one that laid it off. It was Shine that did the scoring. Here's Sheehan. As I mentioned in previous games that you might have seen in a Saturday game, I think very highly of this lad down in Cork. And that's off the post. Still alive. Chance for Goulding. Over the bar. A lot of people were surprised when they saw Kieran Sheehan playing out in the half-forward line against Limerick. Much better as a target man. And you can see that Goulding reacted very promptly here.
Yes, the high bounce. The Roscommon defender gets in under it, and it breaks to Goulding.
Kieran Sheehan under pressure. Lays it out. Half touched by John Rogers. Paddy Cassan. Patrick Keller. Paul Kerrigan to his right. Cassan goes down the wing. Thought about having a go. Good defending Roscommon. Back out to Keller. To Kerrigan. Thought about. Flicks it inside into the middle to Pierce O'Neill. Over this side, there's a chance for Goulding! And the umpire goes for his white flag. It was the real first opportunity for the Corkmen of raising a green flag. Pierce O'Neill flicking it across to Goulding. This really should have been a goal.
Yeah, but the keeper does very well. Spreads himself. Lovely play by Pierce O'Neill. It was the pass by Paul Kerrigan inside that opened it.
Noel O'Leary. Again, Craig will come and challenge. This is Paul Kerrigan. Has a go. Umpires are satisfied. It's over the bar. Despite Roscommon keeper Jeffrey Claffey protesting.
Well, he took over that style, I think, from the former keeper Shane Kern. He was a great man to do umpire as well.
Good kick out by Claffey. Punch down. This comes to David Casey. John O'Gara looking around. He's the man that's capable of scoring from there. That's a pretty good effort. O'Gara scores. Roscommon fans respond. This is quite a good football. One of the minors of 2006. Scored 1 point so far in the championship. It's now 2.
It's a beauty.
This is a chance. Sid, oh, good save. And Claffey is there again. Brilliant goalkeeping by Jeffrey Claffey. He's played 4 championship matches. This is his 4th, and he's yet to be beaten. John Rogers challenging Cathal Craig. Aidan Walsh. Carl Mannion puts it into the space for Ger Heenan. Ray Carey with him. Still Heenan. Floats one into the middle because calling was Carl Mannion. Comes instead to Donald Shine, and it's there once again. Listen to the roar at Croke Park. Into the path of David O'Gara. Paddy Cassan given the responsibility of marking him. He gets the rebound despite the block by Cassan. Taking up now the responsibility is Ger Heenan. Getting away, that's good running. He's straight through. To his left is Rogers into and over the bar. It looked like it should have been a goal.
Yeah, the minute he breaks the tackle, it's a great chance. It's a goal chance. He knows that, and he's trying to connect with John Rogers, but the Cork defender never makes up his mind for him.
Cork got his fingertips to it, Kevin. This must go down as a save. Let's just watch it again.
He certainly does. Well spotted, Marty. That's a brilliant save by Alan Quirk. So it was goal bound after all.
1 point between the teams. Same as it was at half-time. Finneran is in there battling. John Rogers picked up an ankle injury. Can't involve himself here. O'Gara sends it low in towards Ger Heenan again. Try and seek out Donald Shine at every opportunity. He spills it across first Carl Mannion. And the sides are level in Croke Park for the very first time. The Connacht champions, the rank outsiders, are giving it a right good rattle here, and they're testing the mettle of the potential All-Ireland champions of 2010. The hot favourites will have to delve deep into the vault, into the bank, and try and find out what they're made of yet again. Limerick tested it. A beautiful rob by Cathal Craig. Remember, 5 of the starting 15 won All-Ireland minors 4 years ago. They know what it takes. They need to slip this one through. Picked up by Michael Finneran. He's in space, and Roscommon are in front at headquarters. There's no show like a Rossi show in Croke Park.
Watch the pass inside from Shine. Nice pick up, and he curls it beautifully for the lead.
There's a big flag here, of course, saluting the late Dermot Earley as well. And maybe he's looking down on these Roscommon footballers and saying, go on, lads. Here's Patrick Kelly, putting it into the space to Kieran Sheehan, given way too much space by Sean Purcell. On the turn, will it turn? It's dropping, it's straight over the bar. Great score by Kieran Sheehan, and a great response by the Leesiders.
Yeah, lots of room, too much room. Sean Purcell just lost him, obviously, on the run, but it's a great point.
There's John Bruton, of course based with the UN. And away comes John Miskell. Paddy Cassan. Patrick Kelly. Sees a little bit of space, goes for it. Lays it off. That's a good score. Well worked by Daniel Goulding, getting his 5th point of the match.
Well worked indeed. A lot of patience in the build-up. And the right man gets it at the end. That's the key bit. Get it to your sharpshooters.
Having registered the first levelling point of the game, then gone in front, they now found themselves 3 points behind, which you have to give full credit to Cork for. Inside in space is Paul Kerrigan. To his right is Daniel Goulding. Thought about giving the pass. Took the point. Ormsby. David Casey. Well dispossessed. Alan O'Connor. Pierce O'Neill. It's 3 against 1. This must be a goal. For the first time, Jeffrey Claffey is beaten. Pierce O'Neill at the end of it. This was
problem. Yep.
possession that Roscommon had, Alan O'Connor setting up Pearse O'Neill, and really the keeper had no chance here.
It's the hard work of Alan O'Connor. David Casey brings it into the tackle. No, that's where the problem started. He's tripped by Alan O'Connor. Perfect pass inside. Pearse O'Neill has had a really outstanding game, I have to say, overall.
Cork have managed to score a goal and 8 points to Roscommon's 5 points in this second half. That little piece of information reflects the dominance. They're going for another goal here. O'Connor has a chance, a little dummy, a little sidestep, a little touch in. And now the goal is
Penalty,
disallowed.
actually.
It's a penalty.
Yeah, foot block.
There's a foot block on Daniel Goulding. It's a bit pernickety, I must say.
Look, the advantage rule, all he has to do is breathe for another second, and it's obvious that it's going to accrue.
Easy chance here for Daniel Goulding. Good defending by Roscommon.
And that is hardly a foot block either, because it's too far away. There's too much space between the shooter and the block. It's not a dangerous effort.
Daniel O'Connor takes the point. Conor Coonahan can look forward to an All-Ireland semi-final. Back to Michael Shields again, who's obviously decided he's going to go forward at every opportunity. Attack the ball. Here's John Miskela, and he smells an opportunity here. He's going for it, and another good save by Jeffrey Claffey.
He's done well today, hasn't he?
I really have to say, I think he's been outstanding between the posts. Good ball handling. No fault of his that the goal went in. And Roscommon's journey in the championship, led by Donald Shine. He scored a goal and 26 points coming into this game. He added on 5 today. Fergal O'Donnell sportingly congratulates his managerial opponent, Conor Coonahan. The Roscommon people are well pleased. Full-time score, Cork 116, Roscommon 10 points.
We need a huge kick up the backside, after today, and we'll look at it again, maybe in the next week or whatever, and we'll try and analyse a bit. But certainly, we've a lot of improving to do.
Some of the lads there, 3 or 4 of them, were on the 21 team this year. So Connacht Senior, Connacht under 21, and our supporters were brilliant today. And, we don't get to Croke Park much, and they were tremendous today. And we're disappointed we didn't do a bit more for them, but we gave it our best shot.
Yeah, certainly the Roscommon fans deserve great credit. What about the team? They couldn't live with Cork in the end there.
No, certainly at the end. It was a game, for 40, 41 minutes. I think it was a tentative opening half. Poor first half, really, overall. Roscommon threw everything into the first 40 minutes or so. They were 8 points to 7 up after 41 minutes or something like that. Then Cork hit 5 points in a row to go 12-8 up. And really it was game over after that. I think Cork finished strongly, finished with, we were questioning all year, how would Cork react to the back door? Would they find their best 15? And gradually they are getting there. Still enough that you're expecting so much more from Cork. But going into an All-Ireland semi-final against Dublin, they're psychologically in a great position where they haven't really exploded from the blocks. We know they're capable of it. It's been a long, long time since we saw it. We probably last saw it in last year's All-Ireland semi-final, maybe the National League final this year, what they are capable of. But they're set up nicely for an All-Ireland semi-final now psychologically. But at some stage, they're going to have to show us something and justify the favouritism.
I was just going to say that, yeah, Tony. I mean, when it's
well, they haven't produced the form like this time last year. They played Donegal here in Croke Park and just wiped them.
I know, but isn't it getting near time to start producing?
Well, it is. I suppose they're still winning days. They're still in the championship. They're in the last 4, but they certainly haven't produced that scintillating stuff that they did last year yet. Now, having said that, the subs they brought on today did improve things.
Well, let's look at that, because in relation to finding the top 15 or their best 15, as you say, you've been analysing some of this.
Well, at half-time, they had a poor first half, as Dara said, and at half-time they decided to change it, so they brought on Nicholas Murphy, Donnacha O'Connor, Alan O'Connor, serious hitters now to be bringing on, and the luxury that they can. And this is all part of trying to find your best 15, or it might be couched in, taking the 35 minutes in the first half in one contest, then bringing on a fresh set of legs and trying to keep the tempo. I'm not sure about that particular one, but they haven't found their best 15 if we're to judge by this, because this is right on the throw-in. Nicholas Murphy wins it. Beautiful ball inside. Donnacha O'Connor flicks it on to Pearse O'Neill. So you'd have to say Conor Coonan 10 out of 10 for half-time substitutions. And that continued. This is a great rip by Alan O'Connor. David Casey gets caught in possession, turns it over. Alan O'Connor starts it, and Pearse O'Neill finishes it. Donnacha O'Connor was busy when he came on, certainly contributed. Here's Nicholas Murphy with a particularly fabulous pass into him. And a lovely tidy finish. So I suppose John Miskell also came on, and he contributed in his own way. So I suppose the point is that in this great journey of finding your best 15, these guys have given them plenty to, there's Miskela, these guys have given them plenty to think about, and that's the way you'd want it going into a semi-final. But we were talking about it in Croke Park today. He's running out of games now to find his best 15, and that's probably the challenge that lies. In fact, we said this after the league game, the league final you and I think were on, and we finished off that piece of announcement by saying Connor's, this is back in April now, that Connor's problem now was to find his best 15.
But you look at the accusation that was thrown at Cork all last year, saying they were the best team in the country until the very last hour and 10 minutes.
That's all.
Maybe they're trying to do the reverse this year, just be average like Kerry were all year and turn it on.
And is it okay maybe for him to find his best 20 and necessarily his
once
best
you
15?
win the All-Ireland, it doesn't matter if you finish with 12. You know, was it Dublin?
I
wouldn't take that approach.
You could do that in Cork. Derek, there were a lot of goal chances, it must be said, and maybe Cork will need to take their goal chances when they get them.
It's been a feature of a lot of their games up to now, just this lack of ruthlessness, and then when they get ahead, and they create so many goal chances, and one of these days they're going to have to pull the trigger. Daniel Goulding, takes his point. You know, the old saying in the GA, take your points and the goals will come, but these are goal opportunities. You know, Paddy Cassan setting up nicely here, and it slips away from Paul Kerrigan. They're all goal opportunities, every single one of them, where they have a man over, turnover possession, intercept. And you're thinking here straight away, just pull the trigger, let's go for it, let's go and get a goal, let's finish these guys off. They're showing too much mercy to the opposition. I don't think it's a pie. I don't think it's a case of saying taking it easy. And again, you know, you've 3 and 2, you've inequalities right along, and this is the classic one. This isn't the year when the penalties are moved closer to the goal. I know they didn't need a goal here, but you'd love to see any forward just go for the goal, go for the juggler. Most good forwards will do that. And there was
one thing in the game that I was in Croke Park watching it up high, and it was the distance between the half back line and the full forward line was in the first half was outrageous. Roscommon defended deep. All right, and it made Cork hand pass the ball. There was an outrageous amount of hand passes. Cork
had, what was it, 5 times as many hand passes as...
It was 100.
It was a 5-to-1 ratio.
It was just outrageous. No, Roscommon did put him under pressure, but when the Cork backs looked up, there was nobody in the half-forward line to kick the ball to. No, they remedied that in the second half, certainly by Nicholas Murphy coming on and winning primary possession. They stayed in their position, and they were a lot more measured in the second half.
I have a solution, just sign Bernard Brogan. Nominees for Man of the Match, Kevin?
Well, they're on the Cork side tonight. Pierce O'Neill was, we thought, particularly good. Daniel Goulding scored well again. And Alan Quirk, we had to say, you know, did some superb stuff in goal. Not only his shot stopping, but his general play was very, very, very good.
All right, and who gets the award then?
Well, we went for Pierce O'Neill. I suppose he's famous for running in straight lines. Doesn't really like playing with his back to goal. Ran a lot of straight lines today. Contributed hugely. Got a great goal as well. And I think as well he's back in his best position at centre forward. Maybe won't be allowed to run these straight lines as much against other opposition, but today he was allowed to, and we all know how fantastic he is at that. And his attitude as well, right towards the end of the game even, there was frees being taken, he was chasing him down, tackling. Whereas maybe like Daniel Goulding, who was also on the short list, didn't do that in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Pierce O'Neill was doing it right at the end, and you know, we were talking here earlier on, should he have passed it left or right? The bottom line is the end result was right, and it was a goal, and they did get a goal.
And he's improving. He's improving all through the season. Like, he is in his best position now at centre forward, like he was last year, marauding right through the middle, and that's where he should stay.
I can tell Tony's getting all excited ahead of September. Let's hear then from the man of the match, Ada's Pierce O'Neill.
Pierce, congratulations on your performance. Your goal really killed off the game.
Yeah, I suppose Alan had a great turnover, and just kind of one-on-one. If I missed that, it'd be to be very bad. So I just took it. But